are. So here we are again, Anne. How are you today?
Oh, I've had a fabulous weekend. A wonderful family wedding. We've celebrated over 2 days, which was absolutely fantastic. So I'm slightly tired now for the best reason possible because we've had just the most wonderful time. And we have been so blessed with warm, dry, autumnal weather.
Yeah, that's
And
the
it was
thing, isn't it? This time of the year, if somebody's having a wedding, and especially you said, was it in a church or outdoors?
both, because they were married in the little church. And it was so lovely because the bride lived only about 200 yards from the church. So she walked to church with her mum gave her away.
Oh, how cool
And,
is
and
that?
they said, well, we don't need a car to drive 200 yards, but it will
Yeah,
be good if it's dry.
yeah,
So
yeah.
she walked up the street. She
Oh,
walked up the street, and it was, I mean, we didn't see this because we were already in church waiting for her.
yeah, that's so
Um,
cool.
but all of the neighbours came out to
Aw,
wish her well,
yeah.
and they were throwing rose petals in front of her as
Oh
she walked to
my
church.
God.
It was just absolutely fantastic.
Oh, that's
So
beautiful. Yeah,
yeah,
and especially in the community she was raised in, people knew
yeah,
her, watched her as a little girl grow up, and to be able to do that is beautiful. So, when you said you celebrated over 2 days, you sure you're not Irish?
I
No,
can be if you need me to.
I don't know offense. My late husband was, well, is an immigrant. His father was from Ireland, but anyway, yeah, they always make fun of the Irish and their
Yeah.
partying, eh? But yeah, that's why I said that as a joke. So, but I'm glad you had a great time. You've had a couple of great weeks, between the tea party
Oh yeah.
and the wedding, and that's great. So I see we got a
So
few people coming in here. I'm getting your names down. Hi, Michelle P. Of course, we got our beautiful Tammy and Tracy Wilbur here, and so we're just waiting. We're just yakking here, guys, as the people come in. And once we get a few more, then we'll start. So because Anne was so busy, and it was a 2 day thing with her, she may not stay the entire hour and a half, but I'll stay the hour and a half. But we'll play it by ear and see how she feels. She usually, when she gets out here, she just seems to, get this extra energy.
yes.
We'll see. And who knows how busy we'll be anyway. It may not be that busy a day. We just never know. We play it by ear from Sunday to Sunday, and some Sundays, it's busier, really busier than others, and then there's quieter ones. So school's back together, kids are back in school, a routine's back. Most people are finished their vacation time, and so we're getting back into routine. So you've got all your videos done for next week, I see. And
Yes.
yeah, it seemed to be it's mine seemed to be a lot of focus on finances and work. My reading.
Mine, yeah, changes in direction moving forward. There seems to be, I'm just looking, this is my little,
Yeah.
when I finished every one, I write down the title. And I'm
Okay.
looking for this next week's. And it's all about moving forward, positive changes, new direction, new beginnings, new opportunity. And
Yeah.
it's like after a little bit of time when things have just sort of been moving along, suddenly it's like the green traffic lights on and
Yeah.
everybody's
Yeah, the Eight of Wands came up a lot in mine, where the momentum's picking up, things are going
yeah,
to start getting busier. And a lot of it had to do, of course, I do put out a couple of finance and career cards in my Oracle anyway, but often, when you see a lot of pentacles or whatever, right? And so a lot of mine had to do with people wanting to change their job or retire or, a
yeah,
lot of it rotated around that type of change in their lives too. A couple were, well, one of them seemed to be on a relationship. And I say to people, this isn't a relationship reading, but I read the cards as they come
yeah,
out. So that's
yes,
some of them, it may relate completely to them and others it may not. But that's what happens when you put out general readings, right?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
hi, Real Country Woman. Huh? Welcome. So, we got Tammy, we got Tracy, we got Michelle, and Real Country Woman. We haven't seen her in a couple of weeks, have we? So, she
No, but
look what she says. Let's post this so everybody can see. Wow, guess what? I won an award for a song, and it's going to be on the radio station K1012 Richmond Radio. Holy,
wow.
holy moly. That's incredible. Okay, so what you need to do is send us can you send us a link or something to that? Because I live in Canada, she's in England, and you're in Richmond. So
Yeah.
if I looked up, hi, Damara, if I looked up K1012, I'm going to write that down, K101-2, Richmond. All right. Is that Virginia? Real Country Woman, where are you? Is that Virginia? Where am I here? I don't know. Isn't that great, Damara? She's won an award, for heaven's sakes. That's incredible.
How
That's wonderful.
fantastic. Do you know, that must be lovely to hear that and
Yeah.
think, I wrote that.
Yeah. And she's not a kid either. She's not like a 20-year-old. She's seasoned and she's done well. Yes, send the call letters, and whether it's GM or AM. Yeah. See, Damara knows because she's an entertainer. So this would be interesting to be able to hear her song, right, Damara?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So that's incredible. Congratulations, Real Country Woman. That's wonderful. I know we've been asking us a lot of questions during our live streams here, and we've been trying to, AM or PM. You're right. AM or FM. FM, not PM. Okay. So, yeah. Woohoo, you got it.
From Damara.
So anyway, yeah, Damara, I don't know, you just popped in now, but you were hearing that. So anyway, Anne maybe or may not be out the whole hour and a half, but we're doing okay. That's fine. And it's all good. So, we never know from Sunday to Sunday. So there's no super chats right now. So look, why don't we give Tammy a little 3-card reading, and let's give Damara a little 3-card reading, because you guys are members as well as monitors. So, hi, Gerald. There's Gerald coming in. Welcome. All righty. And he's open, of course. Yeah. So anyway, we're just gonna give Gerald. We're gonna give Tammy and Damara a little 3-card reading, because they're always in the room, and there are doorkeepers and our monitors and like members. So we're gonna give them a couple. Okay. It's nice to see ya. You should be thrilled. Yeah, you should be thrilled, Real Country Woman. That's amazing. Amazing. So we're going to go back here and take this out, and we're going to go in. If you're ready, we'll do Tammy.
Ready? So we're going to read for Tammy. Good. That's who I put cards for.
Okay.
So, Tammy, thank you for being our gatekeeper every week and looking after Brenda and I, and it's truly appreciated. So your first card, 6 of Coins. This is about abundance coming in to find you. Things that you've been hoping for, things that you've been working towards, actually showing up. So when it's the coin suit, it's very much to do with money, work life, career, home life, anything to do with home, finances and career, new opportunities, little things coming in that you've been working towards. So keep your eyes open this week. You've then got the 4 of Wands. This is lovely. This is a card of stability. This is a card of you receiving. So receiving this abundance, receiving these opportunities. And this is you receiving them with grace and with gratitude. It's you being appreciated. It's you being recognized for everything you do and all that you are. And you saying, thank you very much. So receiving with grace and gratitude, new opportunities coming in. And then the Chariot, this is you based on that, a move forward. So this is a sudden move forward. It's a definite move forward. It's done so mindfully. It's a balanced move forward. It's a disciplined move forward, but just the same. This is like a breath of fresh air when suddenly things get moving again. So, Tammy, I hope that resonates with you. And thank you for everything.
Beautiful. Okay. You've been given the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is calling a truce, stepping back, taking a time out, resting up. Okay. This is a card definitely of rest. If you've been feeling as though you're anxious or you haven't been getting your sleep, you've had kind of sleepless nights, it's time for you to allow that feeling of being overwhelmed to go. Okay. This is about you relaxing, resting, and finding peace. So pay attention to that. Don't let yourself get all keyed up so that you can't sleep at night. They just told me cut back on the caffeine if you like your tea or your coffee. So I don't know, or a pop. Okay, Tower. Tower is sudden change. We know that. And as we were discussing when Anne and I first came in the room, seems to be a lot of change, both in my energy and readings, and especially Anne's. So, and change can be good. And maybe it's time for you to try something new. Get out there, keep your mind open to doing something new. Something changes. And often we say when the tower comes crashing down, that sudden change, and it's over and over, dead and done and so on, that it was often on sort of uneven ground, or it was meant to just be a temporary situation at that time. So this is a card that says you're on your feet. You can look in a new direction, keep your mind and your eyes open to that. Your final card is, I got the oracle message here. If people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration for. So let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of you. So don't get up in your head if somebody is gossiping about you or you hear a rumor. Okay, it's not you. All right. Don't take it personal. Hi, Helen. How are you? Nice to see you. So we're going to go on now, and we're going to do Tamara. Beautiful Tamara. Where is she? Here. We'll get her here. All right. Oh, so.
Tamara, thank you for everything you do and all these lovely comments coming in every week. I feel so supported and encouraged by you every week, and that's really kind of you. So thank you for that. So you've got 3 fantastic cards. The Dream is your first one, the first card in the whole deck. You opening the doors to new opportunities, taking that leap of faith. This card says you are ready. It's you stepping forward. It might mean doing something slightly differently. It might mean stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit, but that's absolutely fine. Things happening quite quickly this week, this 8 of Wands energy. Brenda and I were talking about this featuring in our readings quite a bit this week. So this is when it all lifts off for the best reason possible. You juggling all sorts of different things all at the same time. So it's a lovely, again, it's a breath of fresh air card. If things have felt a little bit slow or perhaps not moving as fast or in the direction that you want, this 8 of Wands comes in, and this is when it all lifts off. Then you've got the 8 of Teacups, 8 of Cups, and here you are, ready, poised at the edge, looking at the success flag there and wondering how you're going to get there. And the answer here is one step at a time. Now, this 8 of Wands energy, it's fast, it's furious, it's everything going on. And this little 8 of Cups comes in and says, yes, that might be so. But if you take it one step at a time and take one step after the other and after the other, that's the really mindful, positive way to get to success. So rather than being overwhelmed or rushed off your feet, one step at a time, steady, mindful, consistent steps moving you forward. So Tamara, I hope that resonates with you, and thank you.
Beautiful. Tamara, you've got Temperance, and we always know with Temperance, it's always the picture of an angel that is in this as well. This is about you taking time, doing things in moderation, pulling back, and taking yourself to center and balance. Okay, try not to put so much on your plate. I know you're routine oriented, but sometimes it's okay just to let your hair down and not be that way. Be patient, do things in moderation, and know that no matter what, Spirit's got your back. Okay, you're being protected. You've got the Magician, and again, the universe is saying, whatever you're working on, whatever goals tomorrow that you have in place, know that the universe is saying, and the powers that be are saying, that you've got everything at your fingertips. All you have to do is use and utilize those tools, utilize those gifts that you have, your business savvy, your experiences from all those years, and so on. You're very creative. You step into that manifestation area of making things happen for you, but you can tap into that you're going to receive things in the form of time, effort, support, love, and maybe even money coming in that can help elevate you through this. Now, your final card is, I know that you have been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you are really more than capable of doing it. Rise up and take that leap of faith. And I said that here with both these cards. The universe has your back. Tap into your strengths, tap into your talents, tap into all of that. And the universe just confirmed it. There you are. Okay. So
I love it when that happens.
I know. That's wonderful. Look at you saying, oh my God, I feel this. Yes, you feel it too. Beautiful. So we do have a trend zone, but Elaine came in and she says, I'm okay. I'm moving into a new place next Monday, into a small studio built in a lady's home. At least I got my own kitchenette and bathroom. No need to share with her. Oh, that's amazing. So we were positive about that, weren't we, last week?
Yes.
We said, yeah, we were positive. It's the country. Listen, she says it's in the countryside, but no snow or mountains, but there's horses. Even better. Did I tell you before I went into motorcycles as a young woman, I had horses. I rode horses. So I went from horsepower to horsepower. Okay. Damara wants to confirm, OMG, working on my show 9 for September the 26th.
Wow.
Okay. She's got a show coming out September 26th. So that's fantastic. Oh, well, everybody's positive today as usual. We always have beautiful people in our room. Okay, so trend zone. Let's see. He's open. We're going to do a reading for you. Okay, let's see what we've got here for our good friend, Trend Zone. Alrighty. He was on Kathy's show yesterday, Saturday, right? Hi, Dean. How are you? Nice to see you. Get your name down here. Okay. Dean's been back to school a couple weeks. He's busy as a bee, doing his thing, trying to pay the bills and so on, like all the rest of us. Yeah. Oh, I love it too, Tamara. That's amazing. Okay, let's see what we've got here for friends.
Okay. So, Gerald, thank you for coming in. And what a pleasure to read for you. And I've done 4 cards for you, and 2 of them are major arcana cards. So that's loud and lovely. Your first one is an ace. So we've got the Ace of Wands. So the aces are the first card in a suit and bringing something new. And the Ace of Wands brings in a new beginning, a new start, a new opportunity. It's very action orientated. It's very exciting, something that you're going to be really enthusiastic about. And this card says, what are you waiting for? So keep your eyes open for this new start and this new opportunity. The Star card is next. One of the best cards in the whole deck. This is you wishing on a star, things you've been hoping for, coming into view. This is you also stepping into the spotlight. It's recognition, it's appreciation. It's a very healing card as well. But the star is absolutely beautiful. So here you are, literally stepping into the spotlight. We've then got that immediately followed by the moon. This again is interesting. We'll talk about the moon in a minute, Brenda, actually. But this is about new information coming to light. It also says, trust your intuition, go within to find your answers. Ask yourself, how do I really feel about this, especially when this new opportunity is showing up? So if you feel really enthusiastic about it, really cheerful and really excited about it, go for it. If you're not so sure, there's a reason you're not so sure. So make sure that you know all the information about it. The full moon brings to light new information. And very often with this card, it's the last 2 little pieces of the jigsaw. It wasn't quite fitting into place before. So make sure that you've got all the information that you need, get that in place. And then we've got the 7 of coins. So this is about you doing the groundwork, planting the seeds, starting something, visualizing the successful outcome. But you need to plant the seed. You need to take some action. You need to do something to start with. And then this card says, there's no need to worry because the success will follow later on. So fabulous opportunities coming in. We've got success. We've got happiness. We've got wishes coming true. And the moon card just saying, make sure you've got all your information. Be doubly sure about that. And then when you have and you're good to go, get cracking and start the groundwork. And it's the coins card again. So very connected with finances, with work, with home life, material life, that sort of area. So Gerald, I hope that resonates with you. I hope it makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, Gerald, you've got a lot of challenging cards here, quite a few swords. The first one is you might be feeling trapped. You've got the eight of swords, and the eight of swords is that thought in your head where you're presuming and assuming something and the worst of it, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to work out. So I always say the only thing holding you back from positivity is your mindset. So let go of any negative ways of thinking. You may not have heard about a situation yet, and you could be sitting there thinking, oh, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. And again, here you are with the Five of Cups, and this is actually crying over spilt milk. So this is a card that says, lift your chin, realize that you can't dote on things, especially if it's something that happened to you in the past. Okay. Let it go, because it if you dote on it, it will grow on you. And you've heard me say this 1,000 times before. What we think, we attract, we become. So try to be positive. The best way to get over that type of situation is the Queen of Swords. And that's just get rid of it. Cut it out. Get rid of that mindset. Get rid of that thinking that something's not going to work. Or this is you cutting something out of your life that no longer serves you. You could literally be cleaning house. Maybe you're going to be getting rid of things in the house. Maybe you're cleaning out the garage. Maybe you're cleaning out the basement. Maybe you're cleaning out the attic. Whatever the case is, she cleans everything out. She washes her hand, but she also has the ability to cut through the red tape and all the BS and says, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not putting up with this anymore. She heads in a new direction. You've got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is that card of partnership. You could be connecting with somebody on an emotional level that you might be communicating with. Okay, this is a good connection, male or female. It could be a really good friend, a soulmate, or even the opposite sex coming into you. A partnership, unity. It could be love, or it could be partnership, or in a project or job related or anything like that. I know you're not working, so you're moving on. Okay, you've got the Six of Swords. That's letting things go, moving away from a situation, leaving troubled waters, going to calmer shores. And we said with the Queen of Swords, you're cutting something out. She's solo. She goes out there on her own. She's when she makes her mind up, she's out of there. So you're moving in a better direction. Something's going to end here where you're going to move forward in a new direction. Things are going to level out and be a lot calmer for you by doing that. Now, your final oracle message is you are safe. Okay, you are protected. The worst is behind you, and you're ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned. It's safe for you to trust your path. So no matter what comes of a situation, you're moving in a better direction. Okay, so this will be over, and you won't have to deal with that anymore, and you won't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, so you're moving on. Okay, so and it'll work out for the better by doing that. Thanks, Trent, so much. Welcome, Alper. Thank you for your little donation. If you want a reading, no, Alper, you have to submit a minimum of $5. Okay, but thank you for the donation as an appreciation gift. Goes towards the channel anyway. Okay, so our next one is Real Country Woman, I think. Let me go back here. Yes. So, Real Country Woman, where are you here? All right. On the 27th, I perform my awarded winning song. I'm trying to get endorsements from Amtrak. Will I? Okay. All right. And I'm getting these down here. We've got Dean.
Oh, real country woman, I am so happy for you. This is the loveliest news. So I'm pulling these cards for you. And will you get an endorsement from Amtrak? Now, your first card, Four of Cups. This is about you looking from a broader perspective. Our little angel on the card here, look, she's so focused on these three tiny little cups in the past that she's missing this golden opportunity right behind her. So this card says, just step back, look from a broader perspective, look in all different directions. The Six of Coins, new opportunities coming in, things that, again, you've been hoping for, manifesting, dreaming of, actually showing up. This is the universe showering you with new blessings. So this is absolutely beautiful. We've got the Dreamer, something new, a fresh new start. The first card in the whole deck, you opening those doors of opportunity and walking through them. Our angel on the card, look, she could stay behind those closed doors forevermore. That would be okay. But she's thinking, no, I'm going to see what's on the other side of those doors. She's making a move. She's trying something new. She's stepping forward. So as you do that, we've got the Eight of Coins saying, make sure you take care of all the small print, all the small details, small print, small details, dot the I's, cross the T's, read everything twice. Be absolutely certain that you are very, very vigilant with any new paperwork or anything you're moving forward with. And we finish with the Two of Cups. This is lovely. It's about a positive partnership, but generally this is about clarity in communication. So talking things over, listening as well as speaking, making sure that you clearly understand one another. And when you've got that in the same reading as this Eight of Coins, this is about negotiations, making sure that you clearly understand all the paperwork, everything that you need to know. So in response to your questions, will I get endorsements from Amtrak? I think you will get endorsements because this new opportunity energy is coming in, and it's a coin suit. So it's to do with work, career, material life. But the Four of Cups in front of that suggests that it might come from somebody else. I don't know whether Amtrak are your only the only people that can help you with this. This just suggests to me that it might come from another direction, from somebody else. And the Eight of Coins and the Two of Cups say to me, when something or somebody comes to talk to you about this and things move forward, be absolutely vigilant, talk it over, negotiate it, and be clear in your own mind and make it clear to them where the situation needs to be going, and just take care of those little details. Don't overlook anything. You need to be really vigilant and really mindful about that. So I wish you well, and keep us posted. I'm really excited about this for you.
Okay, so I have to say something. Elper, I have to address this. Okay, Elper, you have donated. Okay, you have donated $1.99 in euros. Okay, it's converted into Canadian. I don't get that additional money from anybody's conversion. I know that money is more. You're getting a better deal because my money's worth less. So the bottom line here is you have to submit $5 minimum. Okay, just spend $5. Don't try to do the conversion on your end in euros because I don't get that additional money. So you've already paid me $3.98. Okay, so if you want to get this reading, you're going to have to submit another $1.99, which will bring you up close to $5. Okay, you have to add another. Yeah, see, Tamara says you have to add another $1.99. Okay, so you see the color of your donation? It's turquoise. You see the color of these people out here on the bottom of my page? It's green. So what you've done is you've made a donation to a super sticker, and super stickers are just donations to go to the cause. Yeah, no, it's not the same. They don't convert that in Canada. Okay, so you have to just submit $5. It comes to me in Canadian. That's how it works. It's the same with PayPal. That's how it works on my channel, everybody's channel. So you just submit $5. Okay, that's the way it works. So okay, you still owe another $1.99. Okay, so it's sorry, but anyway, yeah. Okay, so I said what I had to say. So a lot of people get up in their head and they say, well, euros are worth more than Canadian, but in reality, they don't give me that. Okay, and you don't know that till I tell you. So, and also I have to tell you something else. They take 35% off the top before I ever see that $5. So I don't even make that $5. So that's how YouTube works it here. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know. Okay, all right, Real Country Woman. All righty. So, everything looks good here. You have all yes cards here, except for the center, which is your help or your hurdle or your challenge. And that's the devil. So the beginning is the universe is telling you that you did all your work here with the magician. You had all the resources, you tapped into those talents, and you worked towards your goals. And therein, you're going to see success, which puts you in the seat of power with the emperor. And this is who you are. You're now able to be logical, organized, and call the shots. Make those demands. You've already got an award now. This levels you up, okay, Real Country Woman, into the seat of authority and making those choices and decisions for yourself now. Okay, take control. Get rid of anybody or anything around you that doesn't serve you anymore with the devil. Walk away from any negative. Walk away from unfulfilling situations that weren't helping to elevate you. Undated, outmoded mindsets of negative. Any of those. The devil is about, see ya, out the door you're going. Now, the universe has sent you two beautiful cards, the Ace of Cups and the Sun. They don't get much better than that, Real Country Woman. So the ace is the beginning of something new, and it's something that you're absolutely going to love. And that is your entertainment world. You've tried hard. You've written this song. You've got an award for it. You are good at what you do. You are exceptional. So the universe is shining down on you with the sun and saying, you're going to be in the spotlight. You're going to be walking in your light. You're going to have all eyes on you. You're succeeding in more ways than you could ever imagine. Now, thank you, Spirit. They're all over me. The card you've got here is, if you find yourself constantly seeing reoccurring numbers or words, it's a sign that you're being supported, cared for, and divinely protected by the universe. Beautiful things are about to happen to you. Wow. So yeah, you're doing great. And I would say, yes, Amtrak's going to want you. Okay. This is just a stepping stone for you, Real Country Woman. This is a beginning for you of really seeing success coming in. I'm really, really happy for you. That's amazing. Whoops, where am I here? Okay. All right. So we're going to Dean. When Alper gets himself organized here, we'll go back to Alper. Guys, keep your eye on poor Alper out here trying to get his money organized, settled here, in order for us to give him the reading he wants. Okay, I want to give him his reading. Okay, so what's coming to, isn't he funny? What's coming towards me, ladies? Be gentle. Dean, I don't sugarcoat anything, and neither does Anne, but he is working with angels. So, you might get an easier read from her. Okay. Oh, you had rain tomorrow. She says, it's bad here. I thought this morning I have to get out my Wellington boots. She says, that's Anne's people wear. Anne said, yeah. Anne said good weather, and you're getting the rain over in New York. We didn't get any rain here on the other side of Buffalo here in Canada. So in Niagara, or where I am, we didn't get any rain. We've had some storms though. Okay.
Okay, Dean, thank you for coming in, and a pleasure to read for you. You've got some lovely cards. And the first one, Happy Ever After. 10 of Cups, 10 of Teacups in my deck. So happy, trustworthy relationships, happy home life. It's love, it's joy, it's fulfillment. It's everything coming together.
Excuse me. I'm sorry,
It's
Anne.
looking absolutely lovely. The Nine of Pencils, Nine of Swords says stay positive and focus on what could go right. Now, we are programmed as human beings not to be able to do that necessarily, and we do the opposite. So this is a mindful card that says focus on what could go right. Look and visualize the positive outcome that you would like and focus on that. Because here it is, we've got the Sun card next. This is success after hard work. This is a beautiful card of our little angel. Look, can you see the sunflowers have finally come out? She's planted the seeds, she's had to water them, she's had to look after them. And finally, here is the success after hard work, after all of the effort she's had to put in there. So the sun shining down, it's one of the best cards in the whole deck. And it also gives you a little nudge to get busy on those new ideas. The High Priestess card is next. This is you doing the research, doing the study, going within, asking yourself, is this what I would really like to do? So this is a card of you just assessing, thinking about how far you've come, how well you're doing, where you'd like to go to next, but you're taking your time over it. On the card here, she's reading a book called How to Just Wait. She's taking her time, she's thinking it through, she's assessing and just stepping back and giving herself that thinking time and asking herself, is this what I would really like to do? And when you've done that deliberation and you're visualizing where you want to go, this 10 of Cups, remember, is overlighting the whole reading. In comes the opportunity. The Ace of Wands, new start, new opportunity, something that you're really excited about, something you're really enthusiastic about. This card says, what are you waiting for? So stay positive. Focus on what you would like. Focus on a positive outcome to this. And then the sun is shining the light on this. The High Priestess says, just take your time. Don't worry. Don't be in any great rush. Just take your time. Think it all through, because this Ace of Wands at the end, that really is a fabulous opportunity on its way to you. So, Dean, I hope that resonates. And thank you for coming into the room.
Thank you, Elper. Done deal. We'll get to your question. Thank you so much. Sorry about all this confusion, but anyway, you're paid in full, and I have you down here, and I will be doing your question. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. So Dean, go easy on yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Stop taking on more than you can chew. Just lay back here. You're always, you're beating yourself up when situations may not work out in your favor, blaming yourself for it, taking all the responsibility. Stop. Okay. Don't take on more than you can handle. I think you're going to put a stop to that. I think you realize that you're not going to become the beast of burden. You're not going to take on everybody else's problems and overload yourself. Okay. So I know you're a teacher. Normally teachers have to be organized and logical and keep everything on schedule so that you can get everything done. Now, you are in the seat of power, okay? Here you are, the emperor, taking control now of situations in your life, whether they're personal or professional. You're able now to sit there in the seat of power and make the command decisions that you need to benefit you the best, okay? And I see you doing that. It's all about stability now and having structure and feeling that you are in the seat of authority now, and you have that ability to call the shots, lay your demands on the table, and expect that that they come out, and people will respect you for that. Good business head, Queen of Wands, very confident, moving towards your goals, not backing down. Once you've made your mind up, you stick to your guns, and you don't mamby-pamby and change your mind midstream. When you make your mind up, you draw the line in the sand with your toe and you move forward. So stay, me, I always say the Queen of Wands. She, anybody that doubts her motives, the direction she's going, and her integrity, she just basically flips the bird at them, turns around and says, you know what, talk to the hand, watch me. Okay, so stepping into your, you could be flipping the bird at somebody, but anyway, stepping into your power. I can see Dean doing that. Okay, he's a great guy, but don't push him any farther than you have to. Okay, so King of Pentacles, staying mature, being grounded. This is a Midas touch card. You're going to land on your feet and come up smelling like a rose anyway. And generally you do. It takes you time to overcome that burden, overcome that feeling, but you do get over it and you're on your feet stronger and better than ever. So also you could be dealing with finances. You might be discussing money, finances, anything like that, loans, lending and loaning institutions could come into play. Now, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Doesn't get much better than that. Okay. But with this card, you could also be thinking about wanting to buy a car, looking at getting your car fixed, doing things with a car, could be taking a trip as well. But the Wheel of Fortune is that card of moving forward. And you know what it means, Dean. It's success, it's happiness, it's all those beautiful things of moving forward. What's he saying here? Smelling like a rose. If I pass gas, yeah, you're funny. Okay, your last oracle message, Dean. I'll get you for that one. Paybacks are bad. This is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out for you. Get ready for unexpected breakthroughs, good news, and a plot twist. Aha, there's karma. Blessings are coming. Okay, so Midas touch, the Wheel of Fortune. You're sitting in the seat of power. You're determined now to go after your goals and you're letting go of those burdens. So guess what? Great energy. I know. He says, love you, ladies. I know. We love you too, Dean. Okay. All righty. Let's see who we've got next. We're going to go over to our gentleman Alper here. Where's this question? I'm going back here. Alper, here we go. Hey, Brenda, I am going through a difficult time in my career. How will this resolve? Is my job safe? Can you please look? Okay, our pleasure. Yes, Alper, thank you so much for your question. Let's concentrate on his job. All right, let's see what we can do. Time.
So, Alper, thank you so much for coming into the room. And you've got some fabulous cards. So we'll start off with in relationship to, is my job safe? So at the moment, the overall energy, we've got the Two of Coins. So this is about you balancing everything, work-life balance, financial balance, how much time you give to other people, how much time you get to take for yourself. This is a card of trying to juggle all sorts of different things at once, especially where work and home and career and finances are concerned. And here you are trying to juggle them all at once. Your help, Five of Swords, Five of Pencils. This is you moving in a new direction, learning from the past, closing the door on something. You've been there, you've done that, you've got the t-shirt, you know what worked, you know what didn't work. That's just as helpful. And now here you are moving on with new plans in a new direction and a new way forward. What do you need to focus on? This golden opportunity. We've got the Ace of Coins. This is a new beginning. It's a new start. It could be a new job. It could be a promotion. It could be a pay rise, a new career, a golden opportunity showing up. And it's up to you to walk towards that. How can you help yourself? Page of Wands. So the pages are messengers. They all bring in some information. And this little page of wands brings in good news, brings in prosperity, new opportunity, new creative projects, things that you've been manifesting coming into view. It's new information, new ideas, and new opportunity. Guidance from spirit, a new opportunity. So we've got the Ace of Coins, we've got the Page bringing in the information that you need to be listening to. Then we've got the Dreamer, the first card in the whole deck, opening those doors of opportunity. It's you taking a leap of faith, trying something slightly differently, maybe even stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit. But it's taking that mindful, brand new step forward. And the outcome is lovely, towards prosperity. This is the 9 of coins. So we've got the 2, we've got the Ace, now we've got the 9. This is you reaping the rewards of your hard work, enjoying the results of your hard work, being financially independent, being able to take some time off to treat yourself to something lovely, and enjoying the results of your hard work. So in relation to, is your job safe? I look at these cards and I see the job at the moment has been a bit, I won't say scattered, but there's an awful lot going on for you to juggle. And I do see a possible move forward in a new direction. And then suddenly in comes the golden opportunity, in comes the information about it, and you stepping forward to something new, which looks so much better. So Alpa, I wish you well with that. I hope that resonates. I hope it makes sense to you, and wishing you well. So thank you.
Beautiful. First of all, every one of your cards here that I have out are very positive. I don't see a problem happening in your job, but I do see some restructuring going on.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to have to take your time to adapt to it. This is a Page of Pentacles. This is him. He's the only one that isn't charging towards his goal. You know, headstrong. He's organized. He's logical. He plans his moves and he takes his time. He strategizes. I think you may be having to adapt to maybe changes at your place of work where things are restructuring and there's changes going on, like Anne said. So you just stick to the routine. Don't get yourself all stressed out about this, okay? You know, you've got the card of abundance with the Queen of Pentacles. You're very good with money. You're going to make sure that your money's in the bank, that you're going to be protected. I think you've always been concerned. You've always, you know, been saving for that rainy day. If that's how your mind works. You're always thinking, what if? You should ride a motorcycle because that's what we do. We're always saying, what if? Where would I put myself? So you are moving forward. This is a good card. Every card here is a yes, but this is a card of prosperity, abundance. She plants her seeds. She waits carefully for things to happen and the dust to settle to see her harvest come in. You've pulled off some accomplishments anyway. You've come a long way with the 3 of Wands. This is about, you know, looking success in the eyes and realizing your worthiness and your self-esteem here for the job well done that you have done. But you are waiting for the hammer to come down. You're waiting for something better to come in. But I would keep moving. Just stay with the routine here. Don't go changing anything drastically at this time. You can start planting your seeds and looking, but I don't see you having a problem with having to leave this job. The Chariot says you get through these challenges. Okay. He comes out the other end unscathed. Okay. But he prepared himself in the interim anyway. But this is a card that says you're going to come out ahead of the game. You're going to come out of that arena unscathed. So you're going to be okay there. I call him the champion. Now, you ended up with 2 cards. And one was the Star, which is your last card. But you also got the 9 of Pentacles. And so did Anne give you the 9 of Pentacles. Now, the 9 of Pentacles is you succeeding, walking in your garden of abundance, and you may be getting more than one offer. I always say to people, when you're in that garden of abundance, don't just pick from one tree. Okay, you got a whole orchard there. Make sure that you keep your options open. You could be getting some with the restructuring at your place of work. They may be offering you another position, or they may be wanting you to take on another job along with the one you have. However, you know, you are the star and you're being recognized for that. Okay, this is dreaming big, walking in your light, and the universe sending you that information that you're going to succeed. Okay, so the star is a card of dreaming big and getting your dreams come true. Now, I always love these oracle cards. You see me shuffle them, I don't pick them. Okay, you've got live your life to its fullest potential. Let go of the need for approval from others. Live up to your own expectations and nobody else's. No more selling yourself short. Keep moving forward. You've got this. There you go. Wow. I love putting that additional card in there because it's so on with the reading. It's amazing. So beautiful. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome. Thank you so much, Albert, for your patience and with all that hassle. Anyway, you got your reading. Thank you again for coming into the room and supporting Anne and I. Okay. All right. So our next one is Elaine. Elaine, that's where we are. Go back. Here she is. Okay. My current job as a shop manager pays the bills, but my boss is a JK. I know that I will leave, but meanwhile, what to expect from him is a jerk. Okay. Her boss is a jerk. That's the only thing I can get out of JK.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so cute. Okay, she could have put other letters there that could have meant a lot worse. So, okay, there's no letter F in front of that, so we got it. Okay. Manager pays the bills. My current job as a shop manager pays the bills, but my boss is a jerk. I know that I will leave, but meanwhile, what to expect from him? Okay. All righty. So, what's happening with her at work with this guy? Okay. See what we got here for him.
Yeah. So, Helene, thank you for coming into the room. This is interesting. It's an interesting question. What can you expect from him? So I was shuffling away and asking, how can you deal with him? Because I'm reading for you. So first off, we've got Six of Cups. This is about the past. This is about you reminiscing about the past. It's perhaps somebody from the past coming back and showing up, but it's also the card of you doing what you've always wanted to do. So that's the overlighting energy. We've got the fabulous card of new beginnings, a new start, a transformational new start, something fresh, something new, a new chapter opening up for you. We've got the card reflection, which is about you assessing, thinking things through, just taking your time, having a break, stepping back, and very much this past energy coming into this. We were talking about reminiscing about the past. This is about you assessing how far you've come, how well you're doing, but most importantly, where you would like to go to next. So it looks like on the card there's not a lot happening, but in fact there's an awful lot going on because she's planning her next move. Do your homework. Do the research, find out information. This is the Page of Coins. This is one of these little messengers. The Page of Coins is about you doing your homework, doing your research, doing the reading, finding out information, and then making sure you do something about it, do something with it, put that information into practice. And the final card, I pulled an extra card because I just felt, yes, there's a new beginning. I just feel there's you assessing, reassessing, thinking where you want to go. And then this Page of Coins comes in that says, do your homework, do your research. It's time for you to get busy. And the Temperance card as your last card is lovely because it's a card of compromise. It's a card of discussions. It's a card of collaboration. It's a card of mixing ideas together. So this is you learning something new with this Page of Coins, doing your homework, and then mixing ideas together, not just doing one thing at a time. This is a mixture. This is a compromise. This is collaborations. It's discussions. It's very much a card of balance. And it's a card of assessment and taking your time. So going back to the original question, I know that I will leave, but what can I expect from him? What I'm expecting from you is assessment, thinking, taking your time, doing your homework, and then a fresh new start. And something that you will be doing. I mean, you might be doing two things at once with this temperance card. You might still be working. And then I just saw Brenda put another message on the phone saying something about an online business. Yes. This could be doing both. All sorts of different things. Look, she's got all sorts of things in front of her and she's mixing them all together. She's putting a little bit of each of the baskets there into the end result. So, Helene, I hope that makes sense. But I do say there's some homework to do. Don't go just dashing off and changing on a whim. There needs to be a time of reflection. There needs to be a time when you're thinking it through, planning your next way forward, looking to where you want to go. And somehow mixed in all of this past energy coming into it. So this could be what you've learned in the past. It could be somebody you knew in the past. It could be something that worked in the past that you're using again, with balance, with compromise, all about discussion. I hope that makes sense, Helene. So over to you, Brenda.
Okay, so you got two pages here, the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, as Anne had the Page of Pentacles. And both of these bring messages, one of an opportunity that you're going to want to jump on, and the other one is money. So this opportunity that you may see coming in towards you right now, this new business, I think you're going to find that it's going to work out in your favor. You're planning it. And so it's an opportunity for you to jump on and go after it. It's good news. It's having that optimism and courage to do that. But the Page of Pentacles is that one that says you will find that you will have the resources financially to pull this off and it will be successful. Now, in your challenge position, your help or your hurdle, as Anne says, you do have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is getting out of your head. You feel as though you're restricted, you're stuck where you are. And I get that because it is your bread and butter. It's the money that pays for your living, to live on. And you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard spot. But you're preparing yourself for that next step up that ladder, Helen. And I think that, you're going to be able to pull this off. Okay. Yes, you have to do your day job. I could make my salary with my business. Yes, you're going to do well. And you can do both. Okay. You're easy to get along with. They know you know your job. They know you know your skills here. But get out of your head and don't get caught up and bring that worry down on you. Okay. You're a hard worker. There's no doubt about it. With the 10 of Wands, you push yourself and overexert yourself, and you give whoever you work for 150% of yourself. But don't wear yourself down. Okay. This is about you making your life easier. And I think once you have your own little business that's bringing you in residual income, it's going to make life a lot easier for you. You're standing in your truth. You know your worthiness with the King of Swords. I wouldn't back down. I would stand your ground here. You're standing in your truth, and you're going to see that, you realize that you have a lot of gifts to give with your experiences that you do have. Stand in your truth. Don't let anybody do that. But this is, when we get the Page of Pentacles, that's a new job. Okay, so you're going to be doing something here where you're going to be doing this new job of self-employment. Now, I shuffled, and twice the same card fell out. It fell out on this side of me. I picked it up. I went to put it on the desk. It fell out on that side of me. And I said to Spirit, should I take this? And they said, yes. But you also had a card on the desk. So I have to give them both to you. So this one here says, I know that you've been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you're good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing it. Rise up and take the leap of faith. That's the card that hit the floor twice. No, that's the card that came out second. This is the card that hit twice. You are safe. You are protected. The worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned. It is safe for you to trust your path. There you go. Standing in your truth with the King of Swords. So interesting that those two cards came out. And I did. I asked Spirit because it fell here, then it fell here. And I went, should I be taking this or not? And they said, yes, but you had one on the desk too. Hi, Wanda. Welcome to the room. Nice to see you. All righty. So it looks good. Keep moving towards that goal, Damara, of your own business, because I think you're really going to find it's going to be your best option. Okay. So our next one is Earthly Essentials. Hi, Earthly Essentials. I love your name. Hello, ladies. I am working on an art project. I was wondering if it will succeed and will I sell? And will it sell? Okay, thank you. So that artwork she's doing, is she going to make money on it? Okay, let's see what we have here for you. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Okay, Earthly Essentials. How lovely of you to come into the room. Thank you.
She's been working on a day job so she could make salary for her business. So that's exactly what she's doing. So thank you for confirming that. Okay, sorry, Anne.
That's all right. That's all right. So I was wondering if it will succeed and will I sell? So yes.
No, yeah, will that art?
Will, but I'll explain. So we've got 4 cards here. The first card here, 4 of pencils, 4 of swords. This is about you taking time out, relaxing, stepping back, having a break, doing what these little angels are doing. Look, they've got the feet up, they're drinking tea and reading a book. Just taking time right away, because very often when we do and we think, oh, there's nothing happening, that's when everything happens, because we're leaving space so we can hear the prompts from our angels. We can hear the lovely guidance from the universe. So stepping back, taking time out, getting away from the busy mind chatter. The 10 of Wands said it's the end of a difficult time. And again, this is a card of you stepping back and putting your feet up. Here's another angel with her feet up drinking tea. So this says the difficult times are over with. The stressful times are over with. The really busy times are over with. Now it's time for you to rest, relax, regather your energies and rebalance. Because we've got the 3 of Cups, happiness, celebration, joy, a reason to celebrate, positive news, good news, literally what it says on the card. And we've got, this is the card of celebration, followed immediately by another card of celebration, the 4 of Wands. This is a card of stability. It's a card of you receiving with grace and with gratitude, saying thank you very much. It's you being appreciated, you being recognized. Our lovely angel, look, she's been given a bunch of flowers and a thank you balloon. She's saying thank you very much. She's being recognized, and this is her success. So will you sell? Yes, I think you will. You've got 2 cards here of celebration and recognition. So just take your time out now. Don't get stressed out about it. Go out, have a breath of fresh air, clear the mind, gather your energies, because it's looking really lovely for you. So Earthly Essentials, I hope that makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne. Earthly Essentials, I always have to go with what the universe and source give me in cards. And if they bring up a totally different topic that might be on a personal level in your life, I have to go with it. Okay. I know your question had to do with your art and success, and we can add something to that equation. First of all, something very suddenly happened in your life. Okay. The tower came crashing down. It was the end of a situation in your life, a phase in your life, or even a person in your life. The Queen of Swords says you walked away from it. You cut it out. You may have been in the company of energy that was negative and toxic, and you just washed your hands of the situation and you walked away. Okay. Now I have to tell you, I have to bring this in right now, because it says the reason some people walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They have been removed from your life because the universe is taking you next. They have already served their purpose in your life. Let them go and keep moving. Greater things are coming to you. So this might have happened prior to you getting into, or maybe somebody who was competitive, jealous, or envious of your talent that you have in the art world. Okay. you've worked hard for where you are, and you're very good with your intuitiveness and trusting your gut feeling, because the high priestess is all about doing research and finding out information in the background that you need to find out. And that's what you're doing. Okay. You're researching, you're doing things, you're working on that. And it's trusting your intuition. Okay. Trust that gut feeling wherever you're going, earthly essentials, because often it won't let you down. Now, your final card is balance. Take yourself to center. You have the 2 of Pentacles. You're juggling something. Maybe it's your work life with your home life. But this is a card that says take yourself to center. You could also be getting 2 offers, 2 options, 2 decisions, and 2 choices to make. You could be getting 2 offers on your artwork. There could be 2 different people that want to buy it. Okay. So be mindful of that. Make sure you do what's right for you. Okay. And know that you're worthy of it. Okay. Know that you're worthy of it. Okay. That's what I got for you. So you can clarify that if you want, but I did see something happening here in the past with a relationship or somebody you were working with like that. Okay. Helen came in and she said, Anne, you're right about redoing something. I was working on my own business in the UK just before I came back to France, and I have to put the project in the drawer.
Right.
Yeah. So she's confirming what you said. And she says it makes sense. I have to keep working the day job till I make my salary for my business. Okay. So all of that.
Thank you, Helen. It's lovely when you get validation.
Yes, it is.
We're reading cold, aren't we?
It is. Okay. Let's see. I think it's Tracy, if I'm right. Earthly Essential. Maybe not.
Oh, that's lovely.
Tracy. We did Tracy. Didn't we do Tracy?
No, I don't.
Tracy, did we do you? No, she says open. No, I don't think we did Tracy.
No, we haven't done Tracy.
No. Okay, so Tracy, you're there. Okay, so she open is like general. Okay, so general reading. All right, let's see what we have for you. Okay. We did Earthly Essentials. That's who we did. We didn't do Tracy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do Tracy now.
Did I miss a reading? No, it's good. You're on now, Tracy.
Yeah, I did kind of skip past it. I did Earthly Essentials, and I looked back and I went, "There's somebody I'm missing here," and it was you. So this is Anne's reading for you now.
Okay. So Tracy, right now, 8 of Pencils. This is about you and self-belief. The 8 of Pencils is about you getting rid of any negativity. And on the card, look, she's put these negative thoughts in a red balloon, and she's just about to pop it with a pin because she's got this new delivery from the self-belief company saying, oh, yes, I can. We've then got the ego card, which is another card of you putting down things that are weighing you down, holding you back, like negativity, guilt, fear. Self-sabotage is a good one to get rid of. Self-criticism is another good one. And instead be guided by self-confidence, self-belief. These things are so much lighter. Self-confidence, optimism, self-belief. Be guided by those. Because it's time for you to step up. This is the Hermit. This is one of the major arcana cards. In fact, we have 4 in your reading. This is loud and wonderful. This Hermit says it's time for you to step up with confidence. Shine your light in the world. Be that guiding light for other people. Teach from experience and lead by example. The Temperance card is about balance. So this is about compromise, it's discussions, it's collaboration, keeping things in balance. This is a card of taking your time, pausing, assessing. Because the outcome is the happy ever after card. The 10 of Cups is lovely, literally happiness, joy, fulfillment, trustworthy relationships, something that's going to make you really, really happy. So we've got a focus to start with of you believing in yourself, having confidence in yourself, trusting yourself. And when you learn to take those mindful lessons on, it's time to step up, shine your light, do so in a very balanced way. This is a lovely card, this temperance card. It's about balance, taking it steady. It's about keeping things on an even keel, being that calmness in the eye of the hurricane. It's steady, it's solid. And the 10 of teacups, happy ever after, absolutely beautiful energy. Now, whilst I was shuffling right at the beginning, a card half came out. And I thought, no, I'm not taking that because and then it flew right out. And I went, okay. And that was the moon, another major arcana card. This is about you going within, trusting your intuition. If it feels right, if it makes you feel really enthusiastic and happy and positive, go for it. If you're unsure for a reason. So check it out. We've also got, it's the moon. Look, we've got this full moon. So there could be new information coming to light to bring in the clarity that you need. So Tracy, I hope that resonates with you. And thank you for coming into the room.
Beautiful. Okay, you've got some great cards. First of all, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. That's the beginning of a financial new beginning, okay? This card is prosperity coming in. And what it does is it's followed by the Page of Pentacles. A new job, a new opportunity presents itself to you. This is all really, really good news. Then you end up with the Nine of Cups, which is fulfillment, happiness, wishes fulfilled. Everything that you've been wanting to happen, Tracy, is about to explode and happen. And what comes in after that? The Wheel of Fortune. So you're riding that wagon of success. Unbelievable. Now, your outcome card here is try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is steal your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating beautiful new memories. Wow. You can't get much better than these cards, I tell you. So you're setting the world on fire, my friend. That is amazing. Amazing. Okay. All righty. Now I think we're finished our super chats here. Let me go back here because I did miss Tracy here and I want to take that back there. Okay, so really what we have in our room is 5 people. So I'm going to call some names. If you're here, say yes. We've got Stephanie, Wanda, and Michelle P. If any of you guys are in my room, we will pull a couple cards for you. It looks like we have a quiet and an early day today. So,
and just to pick up something from the chat, Brenda, because the moon card has come out twice for different people from my deck this evening. Yeah. And Damara's just reminded me it's the full moon tonight.
Yes.
And let them go. You have got this, as I'm saying. Yes. So I keep glancing over my shoulder because I'm near the window here because this full moon is going to rise right opposite my lovely little angel room here.
And it's a full moon in Pisces, which is me. So yeah.
It is. Yeah. And in some parts of the world, it's a total eclipse, isn't it? A total lunar eclipse. We can't see it in totality here in this country. I think in the south of the country, just see a little part of it.
We saw that major one that happened here where everything went pitch black at 3:00 in the afternoon when it went across and it came in behind. The sun went in behind the moon and we lost daylight completely. It was the most.
This is a lunar eclipse, so sometimes the moon goes red, doesn't it?
Yes, and it's supposed to go red. But this one that we saw in the summer, the most eerie thing about it when it went dark at 3:00 was even the birds were silent.
Oh,
wasn't a sound because at night the birds sleep, right? So really interesting. Love this. It's beautiful. And it is an eclipse. Yes, it's going to be like some sort of a partial eclipse, right?
It is. I think it's a total, but I don't think we can see it in the UK. I'm not sure which countries in the world can see it in totality, but we can't see it here, but some countries will. I'm not sure which ones they are. I'll Google that later on.
So we're looking for Stephanie, Wanda, and Michelle P. If you don't answer us in a few minutes, we'll probably be shutting down the room early because everybody else here in the room has had cards. So step forward if you're here. We'll give you a few minutes because I know there's delays or you might have walked out of the room. But we don't do readings for people who aren't actually in the chat room. So if you leave, you won't get it. Okay, so that's okay. So guys, it's been a great evening. We never know who's going to come and who isn't going to. Marby, hi. There's Marby. Marby's here. We'll do one for Marby. Okay, Marby, we'll pull a couple of cards for you.
The cards.
Yes. Here we go, Marby. Okay. Stephanie, you're here. Okay, Stephanie and Marby. Two or three cards for them. Okay, and you can choose. You'll do tarot. I'll do a tarot and an oracle.
Okay, so Marby, 5 of Wands. This is about you walking away from the nonsense, leaving the nonsense behind. So if there's anybody having a drama this week, or if there are...
Okay. I'll just let Anne tell the reading.
No,
I got the same card.
See if we can do all three, Brenda. That would be something.
Oh, yeah.
So leaving the nonsense behind. If there's any drama going on for anybody else, leave it where it is. This is time. It's the 10 of Wands here. So this is the end of a difficult situation. It's the end of the hard work. It's the end of the stressful times. And it's time for you now just to have a rest, have a break, and regather your energies. And the 2 of Pencils, 2 of Swords to finish off. This is about you moving forward, making positive choices. On the card, look, she's stuck because she can't decide between this or that. So gather all your information together and be ready to make a positive decision. So Marby, that's what I've got for you.
Beautiful. Well, I had the same card.
The
5 of Wands, struggles and feeling as though you're backed up against the wall, conflict of some sort. So pick and choose your battles wisely. Don't get caught up in other people's drama. But you have control over that with the Emperor. The Emperor is you sitting in the seat of power, being logical and organized and saying, you know what? I'm not getting caught in this malarkey. Now, I did give you another card. The Oracle messages, release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. Okay, so don't get caught up in other people's battles, all right? All right. Football started today, Damara said. Okay, all systems go. And we've got Stephanie here too. Where is she? There she is. Okay, Stephanie, we're going to pull a few cards for you. And then I'm going to say the chat room is closing and shutting down because everybody's pretty much in the room.
Okay. Okay, Stephanie, here's this card again. The moon. How many times has this come out tonight, Brenda? It's amazing.
I know.
So, here it is again. Yeah. So, Stephanie, for you, this is new information coming to light. It's you being asked to go within, trust your intuition. Ask yourself how you feel about something. If you feel positive and enthusiastic, go for it. If you're not so sure, there's a reason. So look into it, because this card sometimes means there is new information coming to light that you need to take notice of. The 5 of Coins says focus on your strengths. Know that you've got all the resources that you need. You might be looking at it at the moment thinking, oh, I haven't got enough. I'm not good enough. I can't quite do this. This 5 of Coins says you have everything you need. You are ready. All the resources are there. It's time for you to focus on your strengths. And the Dreamer, the first card in the whole deck, a fresh start. You opening the doors of opportunity. You taking a leap of faith, trying something new, going after what it is that you would like. Stepping out of your comfort zone, yes, Learning something new, probably. Trying something new, but here you are, pushing open those doors and ready to walk through to something new. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you, Stephanie.
Beautiful. Okay, Stephanie, you're always giving 150% of yourself to everybody in your family, your friends, your colleagues, people around you in general. But guess what? Don't take on everybody's battles. Okay, you've got the 5 of Wands here. Try not to take on everyone's battles. This is the 7 of Wands. I correct myself. You're always having to defend yourself for something here and getting caught up in that. It's time for you to nurture yourself. Yes, stand your ground and let people know that no is a full sentence. Okay. Oh, well, you've heard me say this. They can be mad till they're glad. You need to do this. Now, the journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant lately, but everything is coming together. Your patience, strength, and perseverance will soon be rewarded. The wait is almost over. Hold on. Okay. Wow. Beautiful. Okay, guys, this is it. It's been an interesting day. It's been great. We love all of you. Thank you again for everybody coming into the room and supporting what we do. We always have the nicest people in our room. Always.
Oh, we do.
Yeah. And we hope that you guys have a great remainder to this Sunday and enjoy it. And that you have a really good week. The videos are out for next week. If you haven't seen them yet, they're posted on Anne's channel and mine. So look up your videos and see how they correlate to last week's. If there's any repeating cards, which are usually a very strong indication that that's the energy that's going to happen. So enjoy and know that we send you lots of love and many blessings.
Thank you so much. Lovely to be in the room, Brenda. We'll see you soon. Thank you very, very much.
Take care, guys. Ciao.